In a powerful statement of solidarity and condemnation, the United Maritime Front for Africa, or UMFA, has taken a firm stand against the aggressive actions of certain countries towards Ethiopia and Somaliland. For those unfamiliar, the UMFA is a robust organization dedicated to defending the interests of 16 landlocked countries scattered across the African continent. These nations, home to millions of citizens, face unique challenges when it comes to accessing global markets and transportation networks. Today, our focus shifts to the recent tensions surrounding the agreement between Somaliland and Ethiopia. It is with profound concern that we observe certain countries resorting to terrorizing tactics to undermine this mutually beneficial agreement. The UMFA strongly condemns any act of aggression, violence, or terror in the pursuit of political agendas. Such actions only perpetuate instability and hinder the progress our continent desperately needs. Ethiopia and Somaliland have shown commendable dedication towards forging a path of peace and cooperation. From the Horn of Africa, a beacon of hope emerges. Ethiopia and Somaliland, two nations with a rich tapestry of history, have recently entered into an agreement, setting aside differences and focusing on shared goals and mutual benefits. This agreement illustrates a new chapter in African diplomacy, where cooperation and dialogue trump hostility and discord. But what exactly does this agreement entail? It's a testament to the power of collaboration and unity. At its core, it's an economic partnership, facilitating easier access to international markets for both Ethiopia and Somaliland. It's a lifeline, especially for Ethiopia, a landlocked country that has long sought a reliable and cost-effective route to the sea. This agreement also signifies a deeper bond, a commitment to peace and stability in a region often marred by strife. It's a message to the world that African nations can and will take the reins of their destiny, navigating the turbulent waters of international politics with grace and dignity. However, this path is not without its obstacles. There have been countries that have attempted to undermine this agreement, using tactics that breed fear and instability. Such actions are not just harmful to Ethiopia and Somaliland, but they pose a threat to the entire African continent's quest for peace and prosperity. But let's not forget the silver lining. Despite the challenges, Ethiopia and Somaliland remain steadfast in their commitment to this agreement. Their resolve is as strong as the Ethiopian highlands and as resilient as the Somaliland desert. It's a testament to their leadership and the spirit of the African people. This agreement not only strengthens their bilateral ties, but also provides economic opportunities for the entire region. It's a beacon for other African nations, illuminating a path of cooperation and mutual respect. It's a blueprint for a future where every African nation is a stakeholder in a collective journey towards peace, prosperity, and unity. Indeed, Ethiopia and Somaliland are carving a path of cooperation, a path that promises a brighter future for Africa. This is a journey we must all embark on, a journey towards a united and prosperous Africa. UMFA stands shoulder to shoulder with Ethiopia and Somaliland, defending their mutual interests and promoting dialogue as the means to resolve differences. We are steadfast in our support for these nations, recognizing their sovereignty and the importance of their mutual agreement. This agreement, born out of a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect, serves as a beacon of hope for all African nations. It underscores the power of dialogue and negotiation in resolving disputes, a principle that UMFA staunchly upholds. We believe that every nation, regardless of its size or geopolitical influence, has a right to chart its own course. This right is intrinsic and non-negotiable, and we call upon every nation, every leader, to respect this fundamental principle. We, the United Maritime Front for Africa, vehemently denounce any form of aggression or intimidation aimed at undermining the sovereignty of these nations. We condemn such tactics, recognizing them as detrimental not only to Ethiopia and Somaliland, but to the entire African continent. In these challenging times, we emphasize the need for peaceful dialogue and negotiation. We urge the involved nations to lay down their arms, to turn away from the path of conflict and confrontation, and to embrace the path of peace and cooperation. We, as Africans, share a common destiny, Our fates are intertwined, and our actions today will shape the future of our continent. Let us therefore strive for unity, for cooperation, for peace. Let us work together to build a future where every nation is respected, where every voice is heard. Our message today is clear. We stand with Ethiopia and Somaliland. We stand for peace, for unity, for progress. We stand against aggression, against intimidation, against violence. And so, as we conclude, we reiterate our commitment to these principles, to this vision of a united, peaceful, and prosperous Africa. United Maritime Front for Africa, standing firm for peace, unity, and progress. Together, let us build a brighter future for our beloved continent.